Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be creating a makeup look that I absolutely love doing on my clients. It features a subtle pop of color without being too bold or over the top. This touch of burgundy complements all skin tones beautifully and really enhances green, brown, and hazel eyes. If you'd like to see how I create this look, just keep watching. Starting with skin prep, I'm using a makeup wipe from Target to ensure the skin is clean and ready for makeup application. Before applying moisturizer, I like to go in with a light layer of setting mist to boost longevity and add a touch of hydration. For this look, I really want to enhance the wear of the makeup, so I'm using the Makeup by Mario setting spray. To moisturize the skin, I'm using the Glazing Milk from RHODE. I apply a small amount since a little goes a long way. For eye cream, I'm using Bobbi Brown. I love how hydrating it is and it absorbs quickly into the skin. For the eyebrows, I'm just going to use a brow gel from Anastasia to keep them in place. She already has naturally perfect eyebrows, so I don't think it's necessary to add anything else. For my eyeshadow base, I'm using the Shape Tape by Tarte to create a clean, even canvas for this eye look. To start sculpting the eyes, I'll be using a lip liner from NYX Cosmetics. Even though it's designed for the lips, I found that it wears comfortably on the eyes as well. I've actually found this specific line from NYX performs incredibly well on the eyes, sometimes even better than many traditional eye pencils. For the shape, I'm starting by lining very close to the lash line, beginning on the top and then moving to the bottom. From there, I will work the product outward to create a soft wing toward the outer corner. At first, this look might appear a bit dramatic, but once we blend and layer the eyeshadow, it will soften it into a more effortless finish. Now I'm going to softly blend out the liner into the mid-eyelid using an eyeshadow palette from YSL. Oh, all the products will be listed below in the description box. For the inner corner of the eyes, I'm adding a shimmery shade from the same palette. It's a subtle touch, but it makes a big difference in the overall look. Before moving on to the false lashes, I'm perfecting the details by cleaning up the sides of the eyes and making sure everything is symmetrical and proportional to her eye shape. For lashes, I'm using a wispy strip lash and I will top it off with COVERGIRL mascara. I'm applying with a disposable wand, but I really love the formula of this mascara. For foundation, I'm using the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, and I like to use a makeup brush along with a beauty sponge to give me the perfect medium coverage with a skin-like finish. For concealer, I'm using the Airbrush Flawless from Charlotte Tilbury. It provides great coverage without looking cakey. You actually don't even need powder if you don't want to, in my opinion. For contour, I'm using a Morphe contour palette and going with the matte cream shade. For this look, I didn't want anything too dramatic. I'm just softly sculpting her face. For blush, I'm using the SAIE Beauty Liquid Blush. I like to mix two shades to create the perfect soft toasted pink tone. I love this blush formula because it gives a beautiful satin finish, so you don't even need to highlight it if you don't want to. For lips, I'm using the same shade we apply on the eyes and blending it all over. I would also leave the center of the lips bare to create something a little bit more dimensional with a lighter tone in the middle. For gloss, I'm using a Huda Beauty lip gloss in the shade Light Sealer. I love Huda Beauty glosses. They never disappoint. They have beautiful coverage, an incredible texture, and give a high shine without feeling too sticky. To finalize this look and set the face, I'm using a pressed powder from Givenchy. For setting spray, I'm going with Milani Make It Last. In my opinion, Milani has one of the best drugstore setting sprays out there. And this is the final look. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions for upcoming videos, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.